Jean is, I think, our only participant. So she is taking the, I'm just trying to, sorry guys.
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
Jean is taking the notes.
Yeah, she's the only one there too.
She is. She's chatting and saying, "I am."
She's there? Okay,
She's
the only
chatting,
other thing is, I'm looking for the record button. Dan?
Do you want me to record it, Deirdre? I have one.
No, I got it.
Okay.
It says
It's recording.
It's
Recording.
Okay, I think we're good to go. And then I guess, Jean, you can just chat with us. You're taking the attendance, yes? Yes. I'm assuming she's answering somebody.
She's saying yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so Chuck, you've been doing the budget. Do you want to review the budget?
Sure, and I certainly welcome others chiming in. So the budget that we are putting forth for the 2020-2021 fiscal year for the library, sort of heavily influenced by the current environment that we're all painfully aware of. We are putting forth a budget that is flat year over year, so no increase in the budget, no increase to taxpayers, and hopefully that's pretty straightforward. We initially, just to give people a little bit of the background, we initially put forth a budget before the whole kind of pandemic situation really started to blow up. That was up 3.67% year over year and included some additional positions, some additional monies for resources for the library, et cetera. And we, I think led by our director and our president and our vice president and our secretary took the, and then, with input from the budget committee took, I think, the right path and, scaled back our budget ask to be in line with what we are currently operating with in terms of a budget. So, we just thought it was not the right time to impose an incremental burden on the taxpayers of the city. And we're confident that even with this situation, we can, continue to meet the needs of our constituents. So that's sort of the budget proposal that we're putting forth. And that means also, just from a technical point of view, under New York state law, that the budget will not be on the ballot. That is, I think, in the process of being mailed to voters, registered voters in the city. So just people are aware of that. It won't be on the ballot this year because it's there, because there's no increase. I don't know if anybody else would like, other trustees would like to chime in, or the director would like to chime in. I certainly welcome that.
I don't have anything to add. Beth? Okay, so now I'll open it up for public discussion. We don't have any attendees. So Tom, what has been done in the past when you don't have any attendees?
Basically, Deirdre, what we do is, in most years, we have very few attendees. Some years in the past, we've had none. And what we would do is we would call the meeting. We've given the public the opportunity to speak their mind. When there was no one in the audience, either live or now virtual, we concluded the meeting.
So at this time, since there's nobody who has any, is there anybody who wants to say anything about the budget? Because I'm going to call for a motion to adjourn. So before I do that, is there anybody who'd like to say anything about the budget?
If there's no attendance, can you not safely assume that the public agrees by default?
One hopes.
Yeah.
Because if you feel strongly about something, you will show up.
Well, there is a school budget hearing today as well.
That's happening Yeah, right now.
Okay, yes, that's right. Think I saw the,
But there are a couple people who
Okay,
pick
somewhere.
us over them all the time. They didn't even do it this time.
No, but no, I will just say the same thing I said last time, which is I think this was a really kind and compassionate and smart decision. So thanks to the budget committee for putting this forward and for developing the budget in this way.
So with that, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn this budget hearing, and that's it, really. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the budget hearing.
I second. Whitney, that's for Jean.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, we're going to move into our next meeting. So let me get that agenda. So talk amongst yourselves.
Do we have to wait, Deirdre, for 7:45, or do we
No,
just-
no, I'm just looking for the agenda. That's all. I'm going to share it with you guys.
Do you think we should wait till
can.
7:45?
We can.
I feel like
since
we. I
yeah.
don't want to. I'm the last one to want to delay, but I feel like we should.
yeah.
That's like a
I
train,
just
right?
checked 'cause it was posted publicly.
Yeah, can you put up the agenda then? Huh?
Yeah, I'll put up the agenda and then I'm going to go. I mean, I'm going to
Where?
go for a second. Let me put up the agenda.
I'm gonna do the same thing.